G'day, welcome to the Simple Cooking Channel. Today I'm going to cook you something very special. It's very simple again, but this is some recipe I made up some years ago. Now it doesn't really have a particular name for it, but for now I'm going to be calling it a creamy Worcestershire chicken dish. Okay, let's start with putting the first ingredient in, and that is 125 mils or half a cup of Worcestershire sauce. Then add 60 mils of thick coconut cream or coconut milk, which is about 1/4 of a cup. Then add in 1/4 of a cup of thickened cream. Now turn the heat on, have it on low, and just give this a bit of a mix. Just stir it in so it's a nice consistent light brown colour. Now once you've mixed that in, add another 1/4 of a cup of thickened cream. Now you can put that in at the beginning if you like. Sometimes I do, sometimes I just add it this way. Now add chicken. Now I use chicken breast, you can use chicken thighs if you like. Now, so it needs to be about 500 grams. Cut them up into whatever size pieces you like. I like them to be cut up into pretty big chunks. This will serve 4 people, this meal. And I like to just put this over the top like that. Just helps to keep it moist while it's cooking so it doesn't dry on top a little bit. I then use Peri Peri seasoning, and I just grind that over the top of it. Now most of this is just going to end up in the sauce with the flavour, but by putting a little bit on the top just gives it that little bit of extra flavour than what the sauce is going to give. Now just with some tongs, just turn them over. Now the secret to this really is just cooking it slowly, always on low and within the moisture. That's going to leave the chicken very, very moist and succulent. Now I'll do the same on this side. Ground some Peri Peri seasoning over it. Now what we're doing is we're leaving it on each side for no more than about 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, turn it over. Now turn them back over. Now the majority of that Peri Peri seasoning will have come off, but that's fine. You want it to become part of the sauce. Now you want to now add some Cajun and put that straight over it. Now this is sort of like, you know, having Cajun chicken, but all the different spices that I put in just complement everything. So just like that, a nice thick layer. Leave this now for 1 to 2 minutes, turn it over and repeat. Now turn each of them over again and repeat again with the Cajun on this side. Now before you turn this over, just grind a little bit of pepper, not too much, over the top of it. Now we want this chicken to have all these different flavours when you bite into it on the outside. Just subtle, but you'll really notice them. Now after leaving that for about a minute or so, turn them once again. Now just remember to keep turning every 1 or 2 minutes. Just get a little bit of pepper onto this side like that. And get a little bit of oregano or oregano, depending on where you come from. Call it different names. Sprinkle over the top and leave that for a minute or 2. Right, turn them over for one last time. In total, with all the times turning, this should be cooked for roughly 15 minutes. Sounds like a long time, but the chicken's reasonably thick, it's within a sauce and it's on low. And get your oregano or oregano, again, little sprinkle. And there you go. Alright, that looks ready. Put in as much sauce as you want to have with it. Now you can serve this up with anything you like. You can serve it up with rice, with some vegetables, or with a salad. My preference is usually to have with a salad because it's quite light. So that's ready to go. So let's dig in. Well, I hope you like my recipe for a creamy Worcestershire chicken dish. Let's dig in. Oh, juicy. Oh, beautiful. That's really yum. Well, I'll see you next time for my next meal.